up? What's up? This is the Happy Healthy Humans podcast.
Hey, we should use that. Take my job, dude. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Happy Healthy Human podcast. It's your host, Eric Freedom, and we have Esther's waving at our guest.
Sorry.
Or our guest is waving at someone in the gym right now. It is being, if you're listening to audio, this is being recorded in a gym, in the lobby of our gym, Reason Fitness. We are located in Arcadia, California, as of right now. But yeah, welcome. We have a very special guest here today, and we're doing a special conversation on fitness, health, and motherhood. And I have a very special friend, Esther Chan, here today. I've known you since 2016?
2016, 2015.
2016. And we met at a church that we both go to called Epicenter Church. She doesn't go there anymore because they're too good for it.
No, I'm not.
So they go somewhere else.
No.
but they go somewhere else now. And but we met via we joined a life group that her husband Phil, who's one of my good friends, used to lead. And it was TNL, Thursday Night Live. So if you are listening to this episode I'm breaking the fourth wall right now. If you're listening to this episode on audio on a Thursday night, it's perfect. Thursday Night Live.
Pew, 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 pew.
But yeah, Esther, why don't you go ahead and just introduce yourself and what is life like as a mother of 4, soon to be 5? What is that like? What is a day in the life of Esther Chan like?
How do you even answer? Okay, first of all, it's really hard to talk about your intro when your life is so consumed with other people, so I am a former attorney, which, by the way, that last podcast hit so hard when they're like, I'm a recovering attorney. I'm like, I already know what you mean. And
Ron's episode.
Yeah, it was so good. I was like starting to tear up. I'm like, I know what you're talking about. But anywho,
so are you a former attorney now?
Well, I'm inactive.
You ain't going back.
I mean, I could. I just have to pay more.
Lots of money.
I mean, I already have to pay lots of money.
You have to pay money to be inactive?
Yeah, you do. It's like half. But, dude, it's like $500 a year just to be active.
That's not horrible.
$500 a year for not doing anything? Yeah, you're not even practicing. Kind of horrible. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I honestly thought it was going to be more. So
yeah, so I'm not doing that anymore. Then I was a children's pastor for a while, and then now I'm off because I'm going to have a baby. Yeah. My oldest is 8. Then I have a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old. We'll be 2-year-old. And then this one's coming this month.
Like anytime. It could happen. It could happen right now.
It could happen today.
Yeah, like if that cheeseburger just doesn't, not cheeseburger, if that cheese pizza and did you get a drink at Costco?
I did.
What'd you get?
I got the Pepsi. Remember I told you I never drink Pepsi.
Is gross.
Dude, I just was trying to get caffeine. I actually never drink Coke or Pepsi because it's disgusting. It's like caramel. Yuck. Well,
I started drinking Diet Coke like last year. It was pretty good.
Oh, I mean.
But Pepsi, like, I don't know. I'm not.
Oh my gosh.
Where's my phone? Don't worry about my phone. All right, well.
Okay.
Yeah, that could, you never know what those chemicals can do to your body.
Oh.
Maybe we might have a live birth on the podcast today.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
That's cool because we have at least 2 fathers in the room that can probably help catch.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Yeah.
But just I'd prefer not to because our relationship probably never be the same. So, I'll be closer to you than my wife is.
Oh no!
So, yeah.
Oh no!
Alrighty,
okay,
well,
life. You said what's life like?
Yeah, what's life like? What's a day
in the
life? What's a day in your life like as a mom of soon to be 5 like?
Okay, so
other than going to Costco and having cheese pizzas and hot dogs.
Okay, so if I sleep well, my plan is to do the gym at 3 times a week because I can't do too much right now, but I try. But so I'll wake up at like 4:30, come to the gym. Oh, actually, I don't go to the 4:30 right now because my kids are out of school. But usually when they're in school, I'm up at 4:30. Then I come to the 5:30 class, come back home, make breakfast, bring the kids to school, and then I just play with my son until he has to take a nap. And then that's when I clean and I have to nap because I'm so pregnant right now. I have to rest. And then I'll pick up the kids. Then we'll do after school activities or just play. And then I'll do homework with them and then just hang out with Phil while he makes dinner. Thanks, Phil. And then we'll just hang out with the kids and then we'll put them down and then I'll go to sleep.
Is that like rinse and repeat?
Rinse and repeat.
Monday through Sunday.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, on the days that I don't
Yeah.
go to the gym, I just journal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how has your, I guess, you're in your fifth one. What's it like working out right now, knowing that you could have a baby anytime? Like, what's that process like?
I actually find that the days that I work out, I'm much more energetic than the days I don't. Like, I'm the same person yesterday and today, but if I don't work out today, I will feel sluggish. I'll start waddling, like how you see most pregnant people do. And then I'll just be so tired. I'll just be like, I'm so tired, and just try to take naps here and there. But when I'm working out, I don't even need coffee. Like, I do not need a single drop of caffeine. I'm like so energetic. Like, Nova, my third kid, that Nova energy, that's like me when I work out.
I can see that.
Yeah.
What about, so we went when neither of us were parents yet.
Yeah.
8 years ago. Dude,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Not
8
crazy.
years ago, yeah.
Wow.
I remember when we both had kids too. It was
Yes.
around the same time.
Because they're the same age.
Yeah. What, let's just like let's go back to like when you weren't a parent. And I know that
Oh, yeah.
that's like probably really hard to remember because I can barely remember now.
I can remember.
Dude, my phone doesn't want to sit there.
No.
But going from 0 to 1, 1 to 2,
that's
2
hard.
to 3, 3 to 4, and then now, what was it like? Where was your mindset if you could think back to what your health was like back then and your fitness was like? Like, where was your mindset then? And then how has it changed year to year, kid to kid? And then where is it now?
Dude, how much time do you have?
I got forever.
Dude, okay, so from 0 to 1, it was the hardest transition. First of all, I didn't start working out until I was pregnant with Nova, which is my third.
Oh, dang. I
did not even go to the gym. I didn't do like anything. I was sedentary, but I was like skinny fat, So 0 to 1, it was so hard. I was aching everywhere all the time, so tired, and I was working full time. And then I was working up until like 9 months. And then I had a baby, and I had like such a big transformation because that was actually the year that I started to not work at my nonprofit anymore. And yeah, it was just ridiculous because when you work at a nonprofit as an attorney, you realize the money that you would have put into daycare is actually more than you get paid. So I'm literally paying to put my kids in daycare just so that I could work.
Yeah.
So I decided to quit my job, and that was a big transformation because you're transforming your identity a little bit, right? Like I was a nonprofit attorney at an anti-trafficking organization helping out victims of human trafficking. And then now I'm a full-time mom, 24 hours a day, changing diapers. That's a hard, humbling transition,
You're fighting like war crimes.
Yeah.
You're like fighting war crimes to changing diapers.
Yeah, and then you actually see like the visible, like people get their T visas, they get to stay in the country, they get like access to services. You see like visible transformation, and it's so beautiful. And then there's nothing wrong with changing diapers, but from doing that to changing diapers all day and then like having to deal with feeding and not sleeping, it was just so humbling. It was like I went through a really dark time actually. Yeah. And then same with second, 1 to 2 was hard because then you're like, oh my gosh, there's 2 of them. Like one
You're
of
still
them.
working full time then?
No, I wasn't. I quit my job
When you had your second?
when I had my first.
You had your first.
When I had my first. When it was time to go back to work, I was like, nuh-uh. I'm not going back.
Oh, damn.
But then I did a side gig of like estate planning. So I started to do that working from home in 2017. And it was like, yeah, it was not fun, man. I just like worked, but then also had to take care of a toddler, but also had to do newborn. I was in a really dark place, But then I feel like I got more comfortable with my identity. And then with the third, I was like, something's got to give because this is, I'm so tired all the time. Like,
Wait, did you
this
start
is not
working
sustainable.
out before you knew you were going to have a third, or when you got
Okay,
pregnant?
so I signed up for the gym,
And then you got pregnant.
and then I found out I was
That's
pregnant
right.
like that week. And then I
That's
was like,
right.
should I
Didn't you,
continue doing this?
Didn't you watch the CrossFit Games or something too?
I did. I think that was the year that I actually read the book Chasing Excellence.
That's right.
And that changed my life.
That's so weird. You're a non-CrossFitter.
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah. You're
I don't even work out.
Yeah. You don't even work out. You decided to read. You know why you know that book? Because I gave it to Phil.
Oh, okay. That's probably why.
He was like, because I think I've always been a reader. He's like, what are you reading
Yeah.
right now? And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm reading Ben Bergeron's. He's like,
Oh,
who's
okay.
that? I was like, this guy, like, he's a coach in CrossFit. Like, you probably don't care. He goes, sounds interesting. I like the idea of chasing
Yeah.
excellence or something like that.
Oh, yeah. You know Phil. He's
Yeah.
like all about that.
So then that's funny that he told you to read it after.
Yeah. Because I think he could see the last 2 kids, he could see that I wasn't doing well emotionally, spiritually, physically. Like, I'm not taking care of myself. I'm pouring everything to my kids and I have nothing to give.
Wow.
You know? So I'm like, I just was so unhealthy. Wow. Every respect of, you know, and then he's like, you should read this book.
Yeah, we got to shout out to Ben Bergeron.
I know,
for
you know, I
changing your life.
actually listened to his podcast too.
Oh yeah, Chasing Excellence podcast. Hey, shout out to Ben.
It's so good. It changed my life.
Wow. Yeah, because I remember you reached out to me and you're like,
Yeah.
hey, I want to start CrossFit because I watched the CrossFit games and I was like, and I remember my first thought was like,
Chill.
like, whoa, dude, like, that's really hard. Like, that's really hard.
Yeah.
To make the CrossFit games.
I know. Well, I think I just wanted to try it because it looked so cool.
That's right.
And I of course, I didn't think I was going to go to the games or
Yeah.
I wasn't, you know, I just wanted to change my life a little
Yeah.
bit. So then I started, and like that week, I found out I was pregnant, and then I was like, oh, Eric, I don't think I could do this. And then the doctor, which happens to be, my OB-GYN happens to be a
That's
CrossFit
right.
gym owner.
That's right.
And she was like, you're fine. You could just go slow. Go slow, though.
That's
So
right,
I went
that's right.
slow. But then I didn't go slow. I went hard, you know.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you first start CrossFit, you don't know. You just kind of you're just so excited that you just want to go as much as you can. So I was like throwing up a lot. You know, I was just like, I was going too hard. And then, so yeah, and then pandemic hit.
That's right.
So then I was forced to actually slow down because we had to work out from our garages.
Wow. That's right.
But Luke was my coach back then.
Wow. What a time.
6:30 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. And then I had Titan, and then Titan, I like, you know, same thing. I was just going too hard. Like I even pulled a PR for my deadlift when I was pregnant with Titan.
How many months?
I was like 6-7 months.
Dang.
I know. I was like, but actually, I don't think that was a good idea.
Dang.
You know, it was fine, but
Yeah.
I don't recommend it. I don't know why I can't. Yeah. So this time around, I've been so good about rest, and I've had no issues.
Good.
Yeah, this has been
Glad
the
to hear that.
smoothest pregnancy.
What do you think you're? Yeah, because I remember you mentioned over lunch or dinner, I forgot where it was, but that like this is the best that you felt.
This is the best that I felt
as a pregnant person, right?
Yeah.
Why? Like, what are the fact? Like, what are you doing differently this time?
Okay. Just also, you know, having to be pregnant for the last like 8-9 years.
Yeah.
If I'm not pregnant, then I'm nursing for a year, and then I have 1 or 2 months, and then I'm pregnant again. This has happened 5 times.
Wait, when your baby is due in, that is 9 years,
Right?
yeah.
Because Vera, Juby, Nova or
Yeah.
September,
Yeah.
and then Titan, and this one is January. It's like clockwork. I don't know why.
Wow.
But basically, with each change, there's like so much that goes on with your body. It gets so beat up, you know. So what have I noticed? Was that your question?
Yeah. What's different this time?
What's different is that I'm also late into my 30s. You know, I'm no longer working out to compete. I mean, I've never done that anyways.
But
I've never.
You don't have as big of a competitive edge.
Yeah, like I can't go as hard as I used to when I was in my 20s. So I realized like right now I work out to prevent injury, and I work out to feel good, and I'm meeting those goals.
Yeah.
I don't need to prove anything to myself.
And at 3 times a week, you're already over. You're at the higher end of our average of. I think our average person is 2.7.
Oh, I mean,
So-
I used to do 5 times a week,
Yeah.
and then I just recently started doing 3 times because I'm like, oh, I'm pretty late in my pregnancy. I should probably slow down, and I want to go past 41 weeks. That's my goal,
Dang. Wow.
because it's too close to Titan's birthday, my 4th.
Is there anything like with this pregnancy that you're doing differently other than your mindset? Like, are you prioritizing your care for yourself in a different way?
Yeah.
Are you like, how so?
Oh yeah, like before I used to work out and then I would eat like crap. I would eat like nothing because I would just be making my kids food and I'd just be eating their scraps, or I'd be making my kids food and then I would forget to eat because I have to go on to the next thing. I have to take them to school. But now, as soon as I'm done, I go home and I eat. I eat egg whites. I eat protein.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You drink the egg whites? You drink the egg whites?
No.
Oh,
I like cook it.
Right.
I cook it. Yeah, I eat it.
Elite. Yeah, I like that. So what's your like go-to pregnant mom healthy meal? That's
Oh my gosh.
the number one. Like this, like that's my go-to. I eat this and I feel good.
Okay, so Phil makes this bomb like sweet soy sauce meat dish. It's so good. You gotta try it. It is
sauce meat?
so good. It's like soy sauce. It's got like dark soy sauce though. It's sweet. It's so good. I think it's like in Hong Kong cafes. It's called like minced.
That's fire.
Beef with over like
Dude, someone brought that to the holiday party this year.
Dude, it's so
fire.
good. Yeah, so that
It has like egg,
over
there's
rice.
like a runny egg on it.
Yes,
Fire.
that over rice with
I don't know
runny
what it's called
egg.
either. I don't speak
sweet potato.
Chinese.
That's like
there's sweet potato in it?
ideal. No, that's what I would
see.
do as an ideal healthy
I see.
meal.
Okay, so
Maybe
your
it's
ideal elite mom, pregnant mom meal.
Yeah, would be
of
that.
4 going on 5 is rice.
Yeah, gotta have the rice.
Rice, ground meat. Is it beef or pork?
Beef.
It's beef.
Yeah, sometimes it could be pork. Doesn't
with
matter.
sweet soy sauce.
I don't discriminate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then an egg.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many
And
times?
sweet potato. Yeah.
And sweet potato. Gogoma. What's up, Sarah?
Kokuma?
Gogoma. How many? That's for all y'all
Korean.
non-Koreans like me, because I'm a level 10 Korean. It means sweet potato in Korean. Do you, how many days a week do you eat that?
Oh no, I don't. I mean, that's ideal.
Oh, that's ideal.
I don't eat it every day.
Why not?
Oh, because I.
It seems so like affordable,
Right.
tasty.
Phil, he like cannot eat the same thing.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
like the Diana of your relationship.
What? Diana can't eat the same thing every day.
No.
I feel like I can
She
eat the
can't
same
go.
thing
She
every
can't
day.
go back to back meals.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could do that.
She says that's gross.
Oh.
But whereas for me, I'm down for the meal that you just described.
Right.
And all you have to do is change out the sauce.
Oh, have you ever had chicken lob? Like Thai chicken lob? It's basically ground
I've had
chicken.
spicy Thai basil ground meat.
Kind of. It's kind of
Yeah.
like that. I could eat that every single day too, with rice.
Yeah. I could eat ground meat, rice, egg, and just change my
Yeah,
sauce.
me too.
every
But
meal.
only lunches. I can't do lunch and dinner, and I could do an everyday lunch.
I could do it
same
for dinner
thing.
too if it was
You
beef.
can?
Yeah.
You don't need any variety?
If I was given the freedom to do that,
Yeah.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you go days without carbs?
No, I eat rice every
Yeah.
meal.
Right?
Yeah, I eat rice
Is it
almost
rice?
every
Rice,
meal. Yeah.
rice is life.
Yeah, dude, rice is life.
Rice or
dude.
noodles?
I need a rice sponsor, dude. I need
Didi go.
I need Nishiki to call me.
Nishiki.
Nishiki to call me. Like,
Hey, what do you think about those microwavable rices?
I think they taste really good.
They taste so
But
good.
I'm concerned about the plastic that's in it.
know,
you know?
right? And then how do they preserve
it? It has a funky,
Vinegar.
it has a funky plastic smell too.
Oh,
after
I
you
thought.
make
Oh,
it.
okay. It kind of has like a sour smell, like
Yeah.
a vinegary. You know?
I don't think there's any vinegar.
Have you
in
ever
it.
had that?
It's
what do you-
kind of
what do you think
sus,
it-
honestly.
But it's so good. How do they make it so good?
Well, number one, I think it's a sticky Korean rice usually.
so good.
Because Uncle Ben's not tasting like that out of the
Who's
microwave.
Uncle Ben?
Uncle Ben's like
Is it Ben Lee?
no, Uncle Ben's like it's like non-Asian people rice.
Oh, Uncle Ben.
Yeah, Uncle Ben's like it's
I
an
know what you're
orange
talking about.
bag.
It's an orange bag. Yeah,
It's an
yeah,
orange
yeah.
bag. It sucks.
I've never
Like,
had it.
If you eat that,
I'm too
that
elite for
rice,
that.
if that was the only rice I could eat for the rest of my life,
No.
I would convert. I would not. Eat
I would
rice
not
anymore.
eat rice. Yeah, I would not eat rice.
That rice sucks,
I need,
dude. Yeah.
I
Sorry,
need a
Uncle
short
Ben's.
grain.
We don't want your sponsorship.
Although I could do a Mediterranean pilaf.
Yeah, but that's not
Mediterranean's
Uncle
good.
Ben's. That's like
No, it's
saffron
not.
rice.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's delicious. That's
good.
good stuff.
Yeah.
How do we even get
Mediterranean food is really good too. I could eat that. That's like elite mom.
That's an elite mom
Health.
meal for you. But you don't eat it though. That's what's interesting to me.
No, I do.
No, but you said you only have it a few
Yeah, I mean like it all. Yeah. I mean, I eat whatever Phil makes. That's what I
I see.
eat. Yeah.
Your husband cooks
Dude,
Phil cooks every single
so
meal.
good. Yeah.
Every single meal.
Yeah. Thank you, Phil. Shout out to Phil. Shout out to my husband. He's the best.
Wow. Well, so obviously you're onto your 5th kid. You know, you're in a you're in a good spot with your health. You feel good in this pregnancy.
Yeah.
Have you ever, I'm sure you have because you're a mom and I feel like every mom does this. Do you ever feel guilty?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I have the worst mom guilt. And Phil will tell you this. Every single thing I'm like, I end the day like, oh, I shouldn't have been so hard on so-and-so. Why do I blah, blah, blah. You know, like I always recount the day. I'm sure you hear this too from Diana, like all the moms, okay?
Yeah, I'll get the tears.
Like if you want to, Vera had to get glasses for the first time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay. This is to all the moms out there. If they feel mom guilt, you just listen to this and you won't feel as bad, okay?
Dog,
okay.
She couldn't see for like 5 years.
Dude, okay, last year she had a doctor's checkup, right? And they're like, they should probably give her glasses. You should probably get her checked. And I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm thinking like it's negative 0.25. I'm like, sure, she's fine. She's like,
she's like, you go like, Vera, how many fingers? She's like 7.
No, she's like a straight A plus student, and she like draws really well. She's got like a 6th grade level reading level, whatever.
She's advanced.
She's like advanced, so I'm like, she's fine.
Yeah.
And then this year, I took her to the doctor's office, and they had her read like pretty large print.
Dang,
and she was like squinting, and then also like tucking her chin.
Oh my gosh. For like the biggest E, huh? The first one.
Okay. And then I went to Snoopy on Ice. And then there was a bunch of doves that go from the back of the stage that go to the front of the stage. And she goes, Mommy, what was that? And I'm like, what? You couldn't see that?
What is her vision?
Dude, it's so bad. It's -4. Mine is -5.
That's what I was before LASIK. That's really bad. Any astigmatism?
That was her first. They said a slight, but they said they're just monitoring.
Dude, 400, you blind almost.
Dude, I'm like, how did my daughter...
Bruh. How does she walk?
Exactly. So I felt so now all these moms or parents out there that are listening to this, they're going to be like, I don't feel so bad.
I'm dying right now.
I feel so bad.
I'm dying. Hey, but that's what's interesting is like, she still draws amazing.
Yeah, she's
with that
good.
Kind of vision.
I mean, she can see close.
That's
she just can't see far. I know.
That's wild.
Now I'm like, I wonder what her life is going to be like if she could see.
It's going to level up.
Yeah.
It's going to level up so hard. You might as well just pull her out of school and homeschool her, but then not really do anything for the next 5 years.
That's hilarious.
Like from 8 to 13, just let her like, I don't know, go play in the woods and develop non-academic skills.
But she never even complained about it.
That's so crazy.
That's not crazy. I would have been really like, Mom, I can't see anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But anywho, talking about mom guilt.
Okay, so the mom guilt that I was talking about, thank you for sharing that story. But the mom guilt that I was talking about was like, do you ever feel like a guilt about taking care of yourself first?
No. Okay, let me tell you something. I saw on Instagram the other day, and it will blow your mind, okay? Something on IG just killed me. It was like a reel that said, the mom was like, I will die for you. I love you so much, I will die for you. And it was a little kid.
But will you live?
Yeah, but will you live for me? Will you take care of yourself? Will you go to sleep? Will you take care of your marriage? You know? And I was like, ooh.
Fire. That's good. I'm actually
convicted.
I actually wrote this down because I was gonna publish like a journal or blog on this. So they actually read this thing it's a scientific study done in the UK, and it's just basically the idea that like they're disputing the idea that not having enough time to exercise is actually irrational.
Well, yeah, because you make time for what's important.
Yeah, so that's the most common excuse for why people can't exercise. But they're saying that while that is subjectively true, that you may feel that, it's never objectively true. And here's why. True. And what they say is because the reason why, so time is almost always a matter of priority. But why not prioritize any of so many other seemingly more important things to do? Because you're gonna die sooner. And so what it argues is exercise extends your lifespan. So by extension, no pun intended, you gain back a portion of the time spent exercising later in life. How much exactly? Well, the UK's Office for National Statistics concludes that analyzing health survey for English data, it's all whatever, that an estimated 30 minutes a week of moderate to intense physical activity, if undertaken 52 weeks a year, would be associated with the 0.010677 quality adjusted life years per individual per year. Based on these numbers, for every hour of exercise you gain, back 3.6 hours for the first few hours of a week.
Wow, how did they even measure this science?
So if you're not spending time, you're investing it with a 260% ROI while improving your health, well-being, and your looks in the process.
Right. Okay.
That's wild.
That is wild. But there's probably caveats, right? Like you're not going too hard. You're resting in between.
Yeah. That's crazy when you think about that.
Yeah.
So it's like people are saying, I don't have time. And it's like, literally they're making the argument. It's like, no, you will literally create more time by exercising.
Yeah. I actually feel like also doing all these things is a model for your kids. Because later on, Phil and I have a date.
Today?
Yeah, we have a date today. Yeah, 4:30.
Have a great date. What are you guys going to do?
We're going to have a double date with the U's at Soup Noodle Bar.
Oh, Dave.
Shout out.
Dave, Soup Noodle Bar. Hey, Viet. What's up, Viet?
Dude, that place is the
Key
best.
Concepts, baby.
Have you ever had their Anthony Bourdain?
Oh, it's fire.
I won't have anything else.
Yeah,
it has
so good.
ruined me. Have you ever had that? You gotta go.
It's a nice.
You gotta go.
It's like a $30 bowl of pho,
dude,
with like grilled onions in it. It's
all you can
it's fire.
eat
It's fire.
noodles.
It's fire.
Yeah, it's so good.
I don't even like pho.
Oh yeah, you don't.
I
but
hate pho.
Diana loves it.
She loves pho.
She loves
She's
it.
Korean. Yeah, so Koreans love pho.
What?
Koreans love
Is
pho.
that a thing?
It's a thing.
Wow.
Ask any Korean, they love pho. Koreans love pho so much they open up pho restaurants.
Well, I don't think that has anything. Okay.
As a Chinese person, second generation, I'm just making up facts right now.
Yeah, I think you're making it up, but okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I told my kids this morning because you have to prepare them.
Yeah.
You know, because when mom and dad leaves, it's like so hard.
You talked about modeling.
Yeah, no,
for
I
your kids.
didn't. I just said, mommy and daddy have to go on a date today. And they're like, why do you guys go on dates so much? And I'm like, because it's important to us.
Yeah.
Just like how we go on dates with you guys, because we go on a date with each of our kids every week too. But we make time for who's important to us, and we make time for what's important to us.
Fire.
Yeah, so it's like mommy goes to work out so I could lift you guys up.
Yeah.
And I could be strong for you guys and lift up your babies and take care of your baby, you know?
Yeah. Do your kids notice or talk to you about your fitness journey or your health at all?
They just know that I go work out really early in the
I see.
morning.
There's no like for example, like Luca will ask me like, oh daddy, like why do you so he even asked me like, why is your work at a gym before? Like why is that what you do? And I was like, I just don't think there's anything more important that I could be doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know? But just like stuff like that. So it's like I feel like I'm answering in an indirect way. And then sometimes they'll ask questions like, how come you always have to go work out? I go, well, I need to do this for me so that I can like what you're saying is like so I can be better for you. Right? Do you guys ever have any kind of dialogue like that, or is it just they just see you do it?
I think they just see me do it, but they're actually low key proud. I think.
Yeah.
They like do gymnastic stuff all the time with their friends, and then when their friends are over, they're like, "My mom can do a handstand."
Wow.
And then they go, "Mommy, show them," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what?"
And you do it, right?
Yeah, I gotta do it for them.
Just at a random party trick.
Or just at our house. It's just against the wall. You know.
But you go on your wall while you have guests over.
Well, yeah.
I like that. We should normalize that.
We should normalize it.
Normalize
party tricks.
Yeah. Yes. You should go on your handstand against the wall.
Oh my god.
If you want to become a better house host, Esther recommends that you learn how to do
a handstand.
Invert on a wall so that you can entertain your guests better. That's what all the solid moms are doing out there. Do you notice like your kids picking up any of like their your healthy habits from you, and then like you see it in them? So I'll give you some context so you can kind of draw an analogy. Like my son. So when I eat In-N-Out burgers,
yeah,
and I eat them two ways. Mm-hmm. I eat them like I'm feasting like a monster. So when I'm feasting like a monster, I usually get a double. That's for me. That's feasting.
Whoa, okay.
I get a double regular with three kinds of onions.
Oh, and grilled and what?
Whole grilled, raw, and grilled.
Oh, you could do whole.
You can grill two ways. Yeah,
oh, okay.
Whole grilled. So it's like a whole grilled onion like that.
Oh, okay.
Like this.
Okay.
Shout out Lindsay Snyder.
What?
But that's the CEO of In-N-Out.
Oh, okay.
We're looking for sponsorship. I told my wife, Diana that I would, if they would sponsor me, hit them or Chipotle, I would get an In-N-Out or Chipotle tattoo on my body. But I do not want to pay for In-N-Out or Chipotle for the rest of my life.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I love In-N-Out. Anyway, so I'm going dirty mode. That's my order. If I'm eating it like I regularly do, we eat In-N-Out like once every week or every other week on the weekends. But my regular order is a 4x2, protein style, no spread, mustard fried patty, extra tomatoes. And then 3 cans of onions. I still get the 3 cans of onions. Okay. It's pretty solid. It's like a 2 to 1, 1.5 to 1 ratio of protein to fat, if you're tracking. But
okay.
So when I eat that burger though, whenever I eat that burger and I'm eating it my regular way, not the dirty way. Yeah. The dirty way or the regular way is like how people normally eat it. When I'm eating it like as part of my regular diet, I'll usually eat what I call spinach chips with it. And what that is I rip open a bag of spinach. Oh, and I pull them out the bag and I just eat it. Like I take a bite of my burger and I grab it's like it's like almost like French fries. I grab a few spinach and I just stuff in my mouth. Yeah. And I just like normalize that. And then one day I saw without even me even asking, Luca he pushes the bag over to himself, grabs some out, starts doing it too.
Let's go.
And I didn't say like you need to eat. Now they request spinach in their burgers.
No way. Yeah. That's great.
So we get them to take out and then we like add spinach into their burgers.
Okay.
So like that's just like an example of like I wasn't even trying to be like healthy. That's just what I do, and then they picked up on it. Do you have anything like that with your kids?
They know not to eat sugar. You know, they're like, I can't eat sugar because it's bad for me. Mm-hmm. But when they're offered, they will respond to people that way? No, I think...
Except he'll eat it.
Yeah, he'll eat it. I mean, and my kids will eat it, but they'll be like, ooh, mommy says I can't eat sugar. Because it's not good for me. I see. And then, or they'll tell their friends, I can't eat sugar because it's not good for me. But I think they want it still, you know, like, I don't blame them. Yeah. But yeah, they love my smoothie that I make, my protein smoothie. And it's just like cauliflower, spinach, banana, avocado, chia seeds. What is that? That meal, almond meal? Is it almond meal? What is that? Flaxseed. Yeah. They love it. They're like, I want mommy's smoothie. And I just put like a chocolate peanut butter protein. Juby in particular, she loves tomatoes. She's like, I want tomatoes, mommy, because I want to be big and strong. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you be big and strong.
The request tomatoes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just one of them. Dude. The other, they don't like. I see. The others don't like it. I don't blame them.
I see. Cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, other than that, no, they like healthy snacks. You know?
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Right on. Well, to kind of wrap up, I guess, you know, I think the biggest thing is, like, I think a lot of moms struggle with, like, this balance of, I think a lot of parents, but moms, I think more than dads usually struggle with this idea of, like, I have to prioritize my kids first. And I understand that. How do you balance that tension of you want to be fully present for your kids? You probably feel guilt when you're away, right? How do you balance and how do you maintain a healthy lifestyle, live to the fullest, feel healthy yourself while modeling for your kids and not feeling terrible that like,
well, that's a mouthful.
Sacrifice. Yeah.
You gotta say that again.
That's a lot. I don't know.
That's a lot. You say that again.
I thought you got the spirit of it though, right?
Well, can you say that again though?
How do you just balance that tension of feeling guilty while trying to take care of yourself?
Dude, if you want to feel guilty about the things that you should feel guilty about. Like you'll be there for your kids 24/7, but then also you'll need that break so bad that you give them all that TV. You know, I know I went there. My kids don't watch TV during the week. They don't watch TV or they don't watch screens at restaurants. Like they know how to be bored because boredom is so good for them. It's like the beginning of creativity, right?
Yeah, we say that a lot too.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm bored. I'm like, good.
Yeah.
Make something out of it, you know? Yeah. But yeah, like if you want to feel guilty, you feel guilty about that then, you know, because our kids are like, they need our attention. You could be there for them, but if you're not, you don't have the energy to be there for them because you haven't taken care of yourself. You can't go to the park. Like the other week, I was so energized from the gym that I went to the park twice that day. I'm like, I'm like 37, 38 weeks now, but I was like 37, 36 weeks pregnant at that time. And I was like running around. I went to Hawaii when I was 30 weeks pregnant. We went on a 4-hour hike, and then some guy saw us, and they're like, whoa.
Then you third trimester traveled.
Dude, yeah, I mean, it was so fun. It was
You're
a baby
You're
moon.
like this. I don't care about the rules.
I'm above the rules.
Above the
but I
rules.
felt so good during that hike. And that hike was like so muddy. I had to like crawl.
No way.
Yeah, I did. Up and down.
You crawled on your hands?
Yes, and I was so muddy all over. This is a Kauai. It was like
you're 30 weeks pregnant?
yeah, but some guy saw me and he was like huffing and puffing. He's like, dang, because you can do this, I should do this.
Let's go.
So they felt inspired. I'm like, dude, if you push yourself, I mean, not to pass, unsafe, but like if you actually push yourself because you know you can do it, and then you actually get energized from it, and then you're able to show up better for your kids, like, don't feel guilty about that. I don't know. I don't know if that answers your question.
I like that. No, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
We're gonna wrap it. We'll kind of wrap up with some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Just got some fun ones, and then favorite workout.
Oh, anything with a hang clean.
Anything with a hang
I
clean.
love hang cleans.
Why the hang clean?
I don't know.
Why not a full clean?
No, I don't want to go all. Okay, I've got a limited range right now.
So, but it's your hang clean's your favorite when you're pregnant and not pregnant.
Actually, yeah, when I'm not pregnant either. It's just
Interesting.
It's like, yeah.
Like that.
I like deadlifts too.
Like that too.
Anything with.
That's the first part of the clean, though.
I know.
But you don't like the full.
Well, I mean. Well, I gotta do it.
That's mom math. There you go. I like that. What's your least favorite exercise?
Oh, I do not like snatches.
Interesting.
I don't like snatches. I also don't like. What is the thing that people say? Burpees or thrusters. I do not like thrusters. I'll do burpees any day. All day long.
I think I'd take the thruster.
You would take a thruster?
Yeah, I think so. Ish, what are you taking? Ish taking
Thruster.
thruster,
No, I burpee all day.
Yeah.
All day.
What is your best mom hack for staying organized?
Oh, my husband introduced me to this thing called Notion. Have you heard of Notion?
Yeah. I don't use it well. I need a professional Notioner to set me up with a template. Yeah, I need a template.
Oh, no, I get that.
Yeah.
Notion.
I'm a Google guy. Yeah.
But also to stay organized. What do you mean?
Just like how do you keep your life organized, like physically, digitally?
Oh,
like, any hacks for the moms out there or the daddies?
You probably do this too, Eric. But you block every single moment.
Oh, time blocking?
Yeah.
All day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about your house?
To keep
home.
that organized?
Yeah.
I just clean. I have every place has a home. Everything has a home.
I like that.
And if it doesn't have a home, it doesn't belong in my home.
Oh, I believe that, but my house is not like.
Dude, yeah.
It was
Okay, but like the kids, right? That's why I say I have my friend's kid that's younger than Nova.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey Nova, if you don't want that, I'm gonna give it to Hannah.
Dang, that's nice that you do that, because what I do is, and one day Harper, Luca, Bailey, you guys are gonna hear this and you're gonna be like 20 years old and you'll be like, I just throw away your stuff, guys. Sorry, yeah, y'all, like when you don't touch that thing for a while, well, you don't mention it.
I actually put it in a bag.
It gets thrown away.
I actually put it in a bag.
Buds. Especially if it's like one of those like souvenir gifts from like a birthday party, like from Oriental Trading Company. I hate those.
As soon as they turn their heads, it's already in the trash.
Out.
The plastic
like those
things?
little squishies.
No.
Trash.
They're out.
Yeah, so
they're out.
I toss those
Those
as soon as we
rings,
get it. It's
those
gone.
Plastic things, no, they're out.
Out of my house.
I don't need that much plastic.
Yeah.
No, but yeah.
Go ahead.
Like I put everything in a bag. I put it away for a while. If they don't know, it's gone forever.
It's gone.
Yeah.
What would you say to a mom who feels like it's too late or too hard to get started taking care of their health?
What do you mean too late? It's never too late. Dude, my mom can start and change her life.
Yeah.
Has she? No. She needs to.
Yeah.
But it's never too late. I see people at the gym start and they're a little bit older.
Yeah.
But you see a huge transformation with them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
It's never too late, but don't wait.
Yeah.
Don't wait till it's too late.
Do you know Lisa from Epicenter?
Yeah, Lisa Chan.
Dude,
I saw her.
She just started. Like, she's been at it for a while now, but she's crushing it. I think she's like 60s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's doing maybe, I don't know,
Dude, she looks great.
late 60s, yeah. What's one thing that you've learned about yourself through balancing fitness and motherhood?
Oh, I learned that I'm so much more capable than I think. Like, it's a mind game. You know, like, some days you just feel a little dark. You're like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym. And then the whole day's messed up. You know, it's just, and it started with that. But then if you just come without even thinking about it, your whole day is transformed for the better.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Don't
I
you
agree
feel
with
that way?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I don't train, I get like in this, which I actually think is actually for me, it's actually not healthy.
Oh, what happens?
Just because like I'll really, like when I miss my training, I'll really beat myself up. But what I've learned to develop is like, hey, you know what? Never miss twice in a row, 2 days in a row. So for me, it's like I'll miss a day, I won't miss twice. If I miss twice though, I get in a pretty nasty headspace. But then I just extend it out to I'm not like how many did I hit within a rolling 7?
Okay. What about if you're on vacation?
I work out on vacation.
Okay.
Yeah, I just work out differently. Like instead of being in the gym for like 2 hours, like on vacation, I'll just kind of integrate like into my day.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Last question: with baby number 5 on the way,
Yeah.
what are your goals for fitness and life afterwards? Like what's next for you?
Well, I just have to have a lot of grace. That year after I give birth is always the hardest year in terms of like your mentality.
Sure.
Because your body is transformed.
Yep.
You can't do as much as you can while pregnant, ironically, right? Because you're healing. And then you don't know when you're done healing. So then you kind of just, you don't know when to start or like, I remember the first couple of weeks you try to even walk and I'm like winded. Everything down here is so sore. And then you just feel like, man, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
It's like defeating, man.
Yeah.
It's like if you got injured and you had surgery on your abs.
Yeah.
And you couldn't, that happened like every other year for you.
That's brutal. Yeah.
You gotta start from zero. It's
I
so
didn't want to get.
sad.
I didn't want to get a vasectomy because I can't. I don't want to. I don't want to not train for a week.
For a week, it's so hard, right? So then, if you're working out like 3 to 5 times a week, and then all of a sudden you can't because you have to sit back and nurse your injury, which is fine. But it's like over the years, I've learned to like, it's okay. This is just part of. I'm in it for the long game. This year is gonna come and go.
It's good.
Yeah.
Love that. Any last words?
Stay happy, stay healthy.
Oh, I see you. I see you. Yeah, stay happy, stay healthy. You guys enjoyed this episode. Let us know. Let us know what you want to hear. And we're here to bring conversations around happiness and health. So thanks for listening.
Yay.